Good morning everyone, my name is Brian and together with me are Xuanyi, Niena, Bong and Desmond. We will be presenting on our 2-week-long social media campaign that we have launched in collaboration with Enactus UNM on Instagram starting 11 November 2021. The key message of our campaign is on the topic of hustle culture. To provide some insight on what hustle culture is, we have defined it as a culture which promotes extreme workaholism such that being busy is normalized and sometimes even glorified. In this culture, people believe in a singular definition of success, which is to be ahead of your competitors by working harder, faster, smarter to the point of exhaustion, and this is obviously unhealthy. Therefore, we set out to achieve 3 goals through this campaign. First, to spread awareness on hustle culture among UNM students and why it is toxic. Secondly, to provide students with actionable tips on how to cope with the stress of hustle culture. And last but not least, to strengthen Enactus UNM's position as an advocate of social sustainability. I will now let Desmond dissect our campaign brainstorming process via the SMART goals.
Hi everyone, I'm Desmond and I'll be talking about our goal. The goal that we set for this social media exercise is done using the SMART goals method. By breaking down the goal into specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and time-bound, we are able to increase our chances of achieving the goal and it helps us focus our efforts more efficiently. The goal is specific and it answers the what and how. What is our goal? It is to increase the Instagram engagement, in particular followers by a minimum of 25. And how? Through value-added content. The goal is measurable as Instagram, which is our main social media platform, is able to provide the insights of the 2 posts that we plan to post weekly. The goal is attainable as Enactus UNM has a relatively strong social media platform presence with new followers every week. The goal is also relevant and it is in line with Enactus UNM's commitment to social sustainability. Lastly, our goal is time-bound as we are running the campaign for 2 weeks. By having a deadline, we are able to keep our mind focused and on track towards achieving the goal.
I'll be talking about branding theory. The AIDA model stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. We grab users' attention by exposing them to our posts. Their interests grow when they can relate to our topic, hustle culture, which leads to likes and comments. They start to trust our content after coming across it multiple times, which builds their desire. As this continues, they will follow us and recommend us to others. They might even join the club. We utilize emotional branding in our campaign as basic human emotion can be used to prompt consumers' brand loyalty. The topic of hustle culture will be able to form relationship between university students and Enactus. There are many advantages of emotional branding. By connecting with users emotionally through the hustle culture topic, it differentiates us from other clubs and societies that publishes sole information. We could also achieve better targeting results as hustle culture would mostly gain the interest of university students. Brand loyalty can be nurtured when users start to like and trust our content. This makes it easier for Enactus to retain their followers. With this, strong human connection is built and positive brand recognition of Enactus is gained. Emotional branding presentation was found to increase revenue by 23%, and there are many ways to practice it. Engagement should be inspired. This can be done by sharing user-generated content and connecting with followers. On the left are some images of our posts for the Hustle Culture campaign. On the right are images and data of an Instagram story. We utilize the quiz tool to engage with users. The next way to practice emotional branding is to follow meaningful values. 64% of consumers agreed that they take action because of values. We did this by showing followers that we actually care for them. We were empathetic and compassionate by expressing that we could understand their struggles and that they are not alone. Focusing on visuals is also recommended when utilizing emotional branding. We did this by using consistent fonts, colors, tabs, and logos. Our main colors are purple, orange, black, and white, and we use the same 2 fonts, League Spartan for headings and Montserrat for details. This is to sustain similar emotions of followers when they read our posts. I will now pass the mic to Nian.
Over the 2 weeks of our campaign, we went from 920 followers to 938 followers, meaning we gained 18 new followers. We can also see that the number of accounts we had reached almost doubled, from 439 to 847 in comparison to the last month, and that the number of accounts engaged went from 56 to 189. Our first introduction post, The Toxicity Behind Hustle Culture, did the best out of all of our posts in our campaign, reaching 561 people, with 42% of these people not following us. It also received the most likes out of all of them, which are 88, and the analytics also showed that 17 people had direct messaged this post to others and 19 people had saved it. Our campaign was split into 2 parts. Thriving Thursday was one of the parts where we aimed to give productivity tips, as Thursdays are towards the end of the week where productivity levels are usually low. So we hope that people seeing these posts manage to get motivation for the rest of the week. The reach of the post can be seen here. The first post had a reach of 305, impression of 433, 35 likes, and 1 save. The second post had 288 reaches, impression of 410, 40 likes, and 2 saves. The second part of our campaign, Selfcare Sundays, were aimed at giving relaxation tips and showing the benefits of it, which generally did better than Thriving Thursdays. The Treat Yourself post was actually our second best doing post after our introduction post, with the reach of 315, impression of 444, 41 likes, and 1 save. The Take Breaks post had 258 reaches, 342 impressions, 32 likes, and 1 save.
To summarize our findings, we have gained a total of 18 new followers and a total of 341 likes across all our posts since starting this campaign. 43 saves and an increase of 162% in account engagement, which is from 56 accounts to 189 accounts. Our posts have also reached 31.3% more accounts since starting this campaign, and one of our posts have already reached the second highest viewed post for this semester. The points we learned from doing this class activity is that hashtags is important for us to get more exposure on social media, especially on Instagram. Both the hashtags that we use on our posts, which are hashtag hustle culture and hashtag say no to hustle culture, has 737 and 433 impressions respectively, which is the number of times the post has appeared on IG. The next learning point that we learned is that creating more relatable content helps to improve engagement with our viewers. The engagement on our page has increased as compared to when only event posts are posted on it. As most of our followers on our page are students, they are more inclined to engage with our posts since they feel relatable to the campaign. The third thing that we learned is that less wordy and more straight to the point posts do better than lengthy posts. Comparing the Thriving Thursday and Selfcare Sunday posts, the Selfcare Sunday post got more likes and views because it was more straight to the point compared to the Thriving Thursday post. If any one of you is suffering from the effects of hustle culture, you can follow our Instagram page at Enactus UNM for weekly remedies to help you with it. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.